Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, and be sure to stick around because today I'm taking a deep dive into Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power Season 1 and asking myself the question why exactly it is that I never finished it in the first place.
An evil, ancient and powerful, has returned.
Prepare yourselves.
Worms his way inside your mind. The crest of him slithers in.
I think he has been here. I think he's been here among us all along.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm diving into Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power Season 1 retro review. Yes, that's right, in the follow-up to Season 2, which is kicking off this summer. We're going to be taking a deep dive into everything Tolkien as Morfydd Clark comes back as Galadriel. You've got Sir Lenny Henry in there as Sadok Burrows, and you have Markella Kavenagh as Eleanor Brandyfoot. The way in is treacherous, but we know it pays off. So let's dive into exactly what it was about Season 1 that had audiences so hyped up all that time ago. So I think the first thing to remember about Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 1 is the fact that this is just an incredibly dense piece of storytelling, because you've got Morfydd Clark there as Galadriel, and you have David Aramayo as Elrond rather than obviously Hugo Weaving this time round. You've also got Sir Lenny Henry in there as Sadok Burrows, giving you an into the Hobbit culture above and beyond Hobbiton. You've obviously also got Markella Kavenagh there as Eleanor Brandyfoot, who really gives you a way into the main plot points. And then you have the emergence of Sauron, as well as the creation of the Nine Rings. And you've got all these conflicting and all these intertwining cultures that deserve and get their due screen time. The problem is that the richness of the production design, the expansiveness of the storytelling often leads to, shall we say, dare I say, Lord of the Rings fatigue. You sort of get Tolkiened out, as it were, which is unfortunately, I think, why ultimately I never finished the series, which is a sad thing to admit, but very, very true. With the emergence of Season 2, maybe that's something that'll change. But above and beyond my criticisms, let's try and find a few other plus points in that first season which raise it above the bar of obviously the mediocre and sort of push audiences into Season 2. So for me, I think what raises the bar in terms of Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, is most definitely the performances, because in amongst alongside Morfydd Clark, who really does genuinely give a kick-ass performance as Galadriel, encompassing all those elements of Cate Blanchett and then making it more of her own. You've also got Owain Arthur there as Prince Duran IV, and Peter Mullen as his father, King Duran, and there is a genuine sort of dynamic between them which is truly epic. You've also got Charles Edwards there playing Celebrimbor, and he is obviously the architect behind the Nine Rings, and it really keeps the momentum going in terms of plot. And then obviously alongside that you do have Markella Kavenagh as Nori Brandyfoot, who is the way in, and these elements which really do sort of paint the picture and bring this world to life are the key reasons to keep watching, I think, ultimately. And it will be a reason why I will be going back and exploring this in the run up to Season 2. So let's dive into that rating. Let's do that next.
Every soul in Middle-earth is in peril.
So aside from the production design, the $365 million price tag per episode, Lord of the Rings of Power is going to get a 4 out of 5 from me, only because of the inherent, there are pacing issues, the whole, you know, burnout in terms of the Tolkien overload of information. It can become quite grinding, as awe-inspiring and amazing and fantastic as some of those elements ultimately are. So it's a 4 out of 5 from me. Let's move on to that trailer, shall we? And so it is, we've reached the end of the video review for Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power Season 1, which is now streaming now on Prime Video, but will be followed very shortly by Season 2. So this is a bit where I go, if you've liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, you can just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos, you'll get a little notification, and then you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel and maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Cheers.